So welcome back, dear friends. In that our previous lecture, we saw our discovery of electron, proton, and neutron. Okay, in that we discussed so many things. How in a cylindrical glass tube that our William Crookes he took. In that we pass gas at a low pressure, and we got some rays. Okay, so that rays from first they travel from negative to positive, then they travel from positive to negative. So from when they went that cathode rays, when they travel from negative to positive electrode, so we conclude that in the presence of what? Negatively charged particles. So we call it as a what? Electrons. And when you are from positively charged species to negatively charged electron, when they travel so through canal, okay, then we call as what? Protons. Then we found that discovery of neutron also. In that in 1932 James Chadwick he bombarded alpha particles on a beryllium atom, and he got what? Neutrons. Okay, so now it's time to see our next part. Then we saw Thomson model atom also. Okay, so in that positive sphere, okay, and small negative charges are embedded. We took examples of our watermelon also. In that, whatever your red pulp is that is what? Positive charged sphere, and whatever your black seeds, that black seeds are what? Your negatively charged. So now you see here second model. Okay, so that Rutherford atomic model, now we are going to start here. So in 1911, Ernest Rutherford. So see, in 1911, Ernest Rutherford, he gave a new model of an atom, and he gave a new picture to the discovery of what is to discovery of structure of atom. Okay, in that his famous experiment, that is the alpha scattering experiment, alpha particle scattering experiment. In that we found what actual position of your electrons, protons, whether in that empty spaces are there or not in atom. Okay, so see here, he took as a source of alpha particles in that block of lead and what? Uranium. And he bombarded on these alpha particles on here thin gold foil. What here? Thin gold foil. Okay, so as you know, gold is what? Metal. In that metal, your atoms are arranged closely packed. Okay, so see here, what will happen? But after passing here alpha particles, what he observed on this gold foil, some here rays they are showing what? Deflection. Some they are showing what? Small deflection. Okay, so see here, we can here write some got what? Small deflection here. Then here, most of the rays they got what? Straight line, strike at the straight line. Okay, so see here, how you can say that most of the alpha particles strikes, most of the alpha particles strikes without deflection, and some, see here, some alpha particles they got deflection through 90-degree angle. Okay, so like that here, when block of lead with uranium as the source of alpha particles and with slit, so what he observed here thin gold foil, so here some got a deflection in that thin gold foil. So as you know, metals gold atoms are there. Okay, in that atom positions are what? Closely packed. In that he got some such type of deflections. Okay, and how we can observe this? We observe with the help of what? Circular whatever here, zinc sulfide screen. So that zinc sulfide screen we use in our discovery of electron, okay, that CR tube, cathode ray tube, as we perform this in discovery of electron, discovery of proton. Okay, so see here, how we can observe this? That also we are going to zoom now. In this, how alpha particles when bombarded on this thin foil, we are seeing with zoom. Now say that also we will discuss here. Okay, now see here, these your alpha particles. Say observation. So we will write here observation from experiment. Observation from experiment. So when fast moving alpha particles strike, when fast moving alpha particles strikes to the very thin gold foil, very thin gold foil. So see how we can see that very thin gold foil. Okay, so say for diagram we need more space. Okay, that's why we are cleaning that. See here, first these are what your alpha particles. Okay, alpha particles. Now see here, gold atoms. Okay, so say you are observing here gold atoms also. Say because they are closely packed. Because they are what? Closely packed here. That's why we are drawing like this. Because as you know, metals are what? Metals, we define metallic radius for that. So in that, metals are what? Closely packed here. Okay, so see here, your positive charge means what here? Center is what? Your nucleus. Okay, now see, we will observe what will happen like this. Say, somehow your rays are performing here. Say, some rays like this, they got straight. Okay, some rays with a small deflection, some rays they got straight. Okay, so see, suppose like that. So from here they got so much deflection because here at the center nucleus. Okay, now see here, after on this alpha particles, suppose this alpha particle we are bombarding, so as like this, they got a straight line deflection. Now see here, next also we will discuss here. Go straight. Okay, suppose like that, say here deflection. Okay, small deflection here. Means some here small deflection and some here they are completely rebound. Okay, some are grays like that also, they are completely rebound. So say as like this, they perform here your gold foil experiment. Rutherford done this. Okay, most of the what here. Now what we conclude from this, say we conclude here. So say these are what here, all are gold atoms. All are what here? Gold atoms. And these are what? These are what here? Alpha particles. Okay, these are what here? Alpha particles. So like that here, Okay, some here large deflection also. Okay, some here small deflection also. So see through 90 degrees Celsius, and some they strike. So see like this here. Suppose here we keep one alpha particle as a source. So what will happen? Some they will completely rebound like that. Okay, somewhat they are completely rebound. Means very few only that alpha particles they are completely rebound in that. So these are what your observation of your alpha scattering light. Means first we discuss with whatever your alpha particle they means from which source, as a block of lead with a uranium. Okay, then we saw with the things gold foil, we saw what there's some deflection. Some they are deflected with small deflection, some they are completely rebound, and some are what go straight. Okay, so on the basis of this, here what you conclude that here see completely rebound means what? It has in center what? A hard mass. So that hard mass we call it as what? Nucleus. Okay, and here see here sometimes small deflection we are observing. So small deflection means what? There is a containing shell. Okay, now see here, they are completely what? Completely they are going straight line with no without any deflection. So without any deflection means what? There is a what? Empty spaces in your atom. Okay. So these are what? Your observation of Rutherford scattering experiment he done at 1911. Okay. So now we will see some conclusions of your Rutherford atomic model. Okay, so here conclusion of this. Conclusion of conclusion. Okay, so here conclusion of Rutherford experiment. So see what is the conclusion of Rutherford experiment. So as we saw Thomson, now we are comparing Thomson with Rutherford. Okay, so see here what he told, Thomson he told as a whatever your atom is what? Equal amount of positive charge also in that. Okay, with a small negative charge. Now see here what will happen. These are a sphere. These are sphere of what? Your positive charge, and in that small negative charge are embedded. So these are what? Thomson atomic model of an atom. Now after this what will happen means actual results what you will get after performing Rutherford scattering of alpha particles. So see actual results we got like this. Means here, so as you know constituents of nucleus. So constituents of nucleus is what? Your protons and neutrons. Okay, so see neutron plus proton means this n, small n is what? Neutron, and plus means what? Protons, positively charged. Okay, now see what we observed from this actual results is like this. Okay, some they are completely back. Okay, now these are what? Means here these are what? Small a, this figure is what? Thomson justify this, means Thomson atomic model, and after this by performing Rutherford. So see this Rutherford atomic model means we are gives us here actual results how your atom, okay, in that actual results. Okay, so see here means your actual atom is like this, one atom. Okay, here hard mass, so here completely rebound. Okay, here shell, or we can say energy level. So here whatever your alpha is with small deflection, here also small deflection, Okay, suppose strike here, so they got a 90-degree deflection here. Okay, now we'll see here on the basis of this what are the features of this model. Okay, that we are now going to discuss here. What are the features of this model? Okay. So see here, features. Features of whatever Rutherford done. Features of nuclear model of an atom. Okay, so see in that first point, so we will discuss here the first point. So in atom, so now only we discuss in atom here nuclear part also there in atom, nuclear part also there, and we call it the extra nuclear part also present. Okay, nuclear part and extra nuclear part. So constituents of nucleus is what? Protons and neutrons, and extra nuclear part means what? Your electrons. Extra nuclear part means what? Electrons. Okay, means see here second point we will discuss here. So atom is what? Electrically neutral. So when we call this atom, so see here, atom is electrically neutral. So see how it is electrically neutral, because as we saw here a diagram again. So say these are what your atom. Okay. Now see what we'll observe here. Here it at present here nucleus and negatively charged spaces around it. Means what? How we can say whether your atom is electrically neutral or not. So this positive charge and this negative charge makes the atom is what? Neutral. Understood? So these are what here? Second point. Now we will see here, discuss here third point. So see, third point is what here? Okay, third point is whatever electrons present in extra nuclear part is not stationary. So stationary means what? Is not at a one fixed position. Whatever electrons present in extranuclear part is not stationary. Means not at a fixed position. Means what they are doing? So they are doing continuously losing of its energy. Like that, who told? Whatever this Rutherford atomic model means, they are continuously losing its energy. Okay, so up to this, now these are what features of nuclear model of an atom. So you keep in mind all these points: nuclear part and extranuclear part. Atom is electrically neutral. Then electron present extranuclear part is not a stationary. Means they are what? They are continuously losing its energy. Okay, and one more also, whatever these electrons, they are moving circular in orbits. Okay, now these are what all the features of nuclear model that gave a Rutherford in 1911. Okay, so after that we will discuss some drawbacks also. So that drawbacks we will discuss within a second. Thank you. So see here, what is the drawbacks of your Rutherford atomic model? Okay, so see in that, so Rutherford model was challenged by, so this Rutherford model was challenged by Maxwell by its radiation energy. So see what they are showing, what they are saying. According to this, so Maxwell challenge to this Rutherford. So say according to this, what they are saying. So charged particles moving in a circular orbits with a fast speeds emits energy in the form of radiation. Means Rutherford what they told. So in a circular orbit, your whatever electrons part is not in stationary, and they are losing energy. So see, charged particles moving in circular orbits with fast speeds emit energy in the form of radiations. Okay, who told? Along with Maxwell. So see second point. So second drawbacks of our Rutherford model. Since electrons are also fast moving charged particles, so they must release energy continuously in the form of radiations. With reduced energy, they must be drawn closer and closer to the nucleus. Means what is the meaning of this? See, as we will discuss, say suppose these are your atom. So these atom, okay, so here positively charged your nucleus, and these electrons, they are moving with fast speeds in a circular orbit. Okay, so they are fast moving charged particles, so they must release energy continuously in the form of radiation. Okay, means drawback of Rutherford, they are moving continuously in the form of radiation. Okay, releasing energy. So with reduced energy, so here energy will decrease. So with reduced energy, they must be drawn closer and closer to the nucleus, closer and closer to the nucleus. Okay, like that who is saying Rutherford. Okay, so these are second drawback of this, but actually it does not happen. Means they are come closer and closer to the nucleus by its emitting energy, and with reduced energy they must again be drawn towards the nucleus, but it not actually happens. Okay, so see here third, since the loss of energy is a continuous process, means they are revolving in a circular orbit, your electrons, means it is a continuous process. Okay, the electron must be come closer and closer to the nucleus of the atom. Ultimately they fall into nucleus or become its part. Okay, what they are saying, they are revolving. Okay, these electrons are revolving. Means one of the drawback is what these are saying, with loss of energy what will happen ultimately. Okay, these are what your continuous process, loss of energy, means they are losing it energy, it is a continuous process, but after losing it energy what will happen ultimately they will be drawn to the nucleus. Okay, so but actually it does not happen, because your whatever electrons are stationary. Okay, since they are what, they are losing it energy, but what, they are your they are stationary means at a fixed position. Okay, so the size of means not like that, the size of your atom it remains same although they are revolving circular in orbits. Okay, so these are what important drawbacks of our Rutherford atomic model. Then Maxwell, what he told, Maxwell he put a radiations theory in that. According to his, all these are what drawbacks, but it actually not will happen. Means they are come closer to the nucleus, and it's become a part of that nucleus. It does not actually it happens, and whatever size of that electron is remains same although they are revolving in a circular orbit. So here we will discuss here after these limitations. Okay, so see which are those limitations of, say, limitations of Rutherford atomic model. See here limitations, what limitations of Rutherford atomic model. Okay, so first important limitation is what, means this model he discovered that limitation, first limitation is what, it does not explain about stability of an atom. It does not explain about stability of an atom. Okay, then second important here, that limitation, he does not explain how electrons are revolving in a which shell, means particularly whatever shells are there, means how electrons are distributed in extranuclear portion. He fails to explain in that. Okay, your Rutherford atomic model. Okay, he fails to explain. Explain distribution of electrons. So means distribution of electrons, as you know, K element shell after that discovered. Okay, so Rutherford fails to explain the distribution of electrons in our extranuclear part. Okay, so these are our today's whatever our Rutherford alpha scattering experiment. In that way, kept as a source of alpha particles. In that, some got a small deflection, some got 90-degree deflection. They complete rebound. Okay, some are what? Less deflection also. So these are observations to keep in mind. Okay, and you ask your doubts. Okay, so whatever next part we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you.